My name is Dream King, and today we are going to be watching this Capcom Spotlight, little bit of a watch party stream here, and we're going to be talking about some of the fighting game announcements that are coming up. Capcom has already said that we will be seeing Street Fighter 6, the Capcom Fighting Collection 2, and Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection, so some exciting announcements potentially inbound here. For Street Fighter 6, we're probably going to see Outfit 4 revealed, finally. Capcom just recently finally talked about it. And confirmed that these costumes are actually in development, and it just takes a long time to develop them. That's why we haven't seen them or heard about them, which is interesting. I believe they're trying to go for the approach of revealing all of the costumes at once, or releasing all of the costumes at once. Should be one costume for every character on the roster, essentially. So that's why it's been taking so long, but I imagine we'll be seeing some of that today. At least some of those costumes. We might also potentially see an Elena reveal, just probably a teaser, World Tour teaser. Normally I wouldn't say that, but I think Capcom has been doing things a little bit differently with how they approached Mai's release and her reveal and stuff, so could potentially see that here. And then Capcom Fighting Collection 2, likely just a release date for that, and the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection, probably just Xbox One release date. It came out digitally on the PlayStation 5 and Steam and I believe Nintendo Switch back in September. So Xbox One is still waiting. I do wonder if we'll see Capcom talk a little bit about Street Fighter 6 Season 3. They kind of touched on it when they gave an update about Outfit 4, saying that they're going to be doing things a little bit differently with how they handle the fighting passes and just doing some things a little bit differently for Season 3. So I wonder if we'll get a few more details on that and what that's going to look like and, you know, what the future holds. But looks like we're going to be jumping right into this, so perfect timing. What do you got, Capcom? Street Fighter 6 right off the bat. Yeah, we're going to get a My recap, most likely, to start. Yep. She comes out tomorrow, or I guess tonight, technically. Yeah. I believe the servers go down at 8 p.m. tonight, PST. Expected to be back by midnight. She looks so good in this game, honestly. I'm really excited to play her. I'll be playing her and streaming her and stuff this week for sure. So I expect a lot of my content on my channel. Yep, we've got the new fighting pass. That makes a lot of sense. Look, I'm not a big fan of the Avatar stuff. I'm not a World Tour player or anything like that, but that stuff's pretty cool. Elena, show us a little glimpse. Come on, Capcom. Come on. You want to do it. Exciting details about Street Fighter 6. That can't be it. That's just the recap, right? Come on. Really? You don't like that. They might wrap back around. Hold on. Give them a sec. They didn't wrap back around. They might come back, but that couldn't have been all the Street Fighter 6 news. There's no way. That must have just been a quick recap. That was all the Street Fighter 6 news. We got Capcom Cup is coming up pretty soon. There's been some really good competitive Street Fighter 6 this past year, man. Season 2 had some really good stuff going on. A lot of really good matches. And interesting to see how the meta's been evolving as well. I know people love to meme and, oh, it's just Drive Rush and whatever, but there's been some really interesting developments on the high-level meta side for this game. Wow, they're just gonna go right to... Okay, so maybe that was it for Street Fighter 6. Damn, really? That's it? What was the point of putting it in the... Like, you could have just done the broadcast, this presentation, and just done a recap of Mai and all that, like, without saying, hey, Street Fighter 6 is gonna be a part of this, you know? Like, why would you advertise that Street Fighter 6 is part of this? And be like, oh, we're gonna be talking about the latest, and I mean, I guess, but you know, that gives a certain, that implies a certain, you know, fans translate that usually as, hey, there's probably gonna be something new here, we should tune in. I'm just going to pause the video right here to point out that during the stream, they actually did announce the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Xbox One release date. I was too busy complaining about lack of Street Fighter 6 news that I completely missed it, and I said as much throughout the rest of the stream, so that is my bad. Sorry, Capcom. But while we're taking this break, please go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff for the channel. It really helps out. Thank you so much.
Let's fight like gentlemen.
Alright, release date?
Capcom Fighting Collection 2
If they go for the hat trick here and they just don't announce anything for any of these fighting games, I'm going to laugh so hard. If they do the Capcom hat trick. No way, man. Come on. This collection should be sick, though. People have been wanting Capcom vs. SNK 2 with proper online and released on modern platforms for so long. This game and Marvel vs. Capcom 2 are the two biggest, like, legacy games that people have been dying to get back in a real way on modern platforms, and they're finally back. You know, Marvel vs. Capcom was stuck in licensing hell for so many years, and they just could never do it. You know, they did all the delisting of the Marvel vs. Capcom games or the Versus Series games that they had on, you know, the Xbox Live Marketplace and all that a while back. And then now here in 2025, we've got Marvel 2 and CVS 2 coming back with online play, with rollback. Pretty sick. Capcom has done a great job with these collections, though. It's pretty awesome that they've done this. Nobody wants to play that one. Capcom Fighting Evolution. Nobody's going to be playing that one, I don't think. Other than just to check out how bad it is. Alright, there we go. They didn't go for the hat trick. May 16th release date for Capcom Fighting Collection 2. They're doing the comic book thing as well again for this collection. That's pretty cool. Seems like people really like that idea of getting the comic book for the pre-order bonus. They did that for the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection as well. So that's it on the fighting game side? Really? Damn. Okay, well, I guess my coming out tomorrow is enough, and I guess the Marvel Fighting Collection simply existing is enough. Capcom's like, you guys have had enough. You cannot have another bite. You are full. But hey, Capcom Fighting Collection release date, May 16th, I believe. That's pretty cool. But we do have Mai coming out tonight, which is going to be great. I do wonder if we'll see any kind of balance changes, like significant ones this time around. Character updates have been, like, you know, for the most part, unless it was a big patch. I think Season 2 with Bison, they had a big balance update. But the most DLC characters come out with maybe a handful of changes. So, curious to see what they do for Mai, but she looks great. She looks like she's going to be so much fun in this game. In Street Fighter 6, rather. Alright, Okami sequel. No, unfortunately, well, they recapped Elena, said that she's coming out after Mai, essentially, and they just kind of did the old here's what you know already, let's move on kind of thing, unfortunately. Very light on the fighting game reveals this time. Basically just said for Street Fighter 6, hey, Mai's coming out, Elena's following her. GG's, which is unfortunate, but, you know, it is what it is. Capcom, you know, sometimes they pull this kind of thing, so sucks, but hopefully we see something soon. The Mai is coming out tonight, so that's cool, and we'll probably get some slight balance changes at least, so game should be pretty fun here. Pretty soon. Funner. Man, I can't believe they didn't even reveal Outfit 4, like, or didn't even show a glimpse at it, not a teaser for Street Fighter 6, nothing. They just talked about how they understand people have been waiting and demanding it, and they've heard all the feedback and all the requests. They literally told us that, you know, they're in development. They've been in development for over a year. It takes a lot of time to develop costumes for the entire roster, which they plan to release all at once, or they were planning to release all at once. Now it sounds like they're going to be, I believe they've already confirmed they will be pushing them out in smaller doses starting this summer. But, like, not even like concept art or anything to show here. You know, they pulled in eyes to this broadcast with Monster Hunter Wilds and all these other Capcom games. Like, this would be a great time to show something new for Street Fighter 6, like their biggest fighting game. I'm surprised they didn't go for it. But also not surprised, because Capcom totally does stuff like that sometimes. You know? Sometimes they'll have broadcasts and presentations like this where you would think every sign is pointing to them announcing something new for fighting games, and then they just don't do anything. And then on a random Tuesday, they'll just drop a full gameplay trailer without any warning for Street Fighter 6. Like, it's so bizarre how they handle that stuff. For the most part, they're pretty good with how they do things in terms of, like, you know, they were sharing a lot of my content leading up to her official release and stuff, but some things they do well, other things, you know, it is what it is.
Fans of action can experience thrilling sword fights and taste satisfaction from slaying their enemies.
That looks pretty cool.
That wraps up our Capcom
Well,
Spotlight.
GG's everybody. That's about it for
Up next,
the fighting game stuff. But we do have Mai coming out tonight. I believe the servers are going down at 8 p.m. PT. Should be back around midnight. Usually they're up a little bit earlier than that. So, brand new character coming to Street Fighter 6 here very, very shortly. We will be live streaming her when she releases, and we will be doing a lot of content for her, so stick around. Gonna be some good stuff coming up. But yeah, we'll probably call that here then, because we mainly wanted to focus on the fighting game stuff. But if you tuned in, thank you so much. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Have a good one.